Hey there, Jenn Dize here reporting with Status Coup, and this is my third update of the day on what the heck is happening with the results from the Iowa caucuses. I know I started this video off with a smile on my face. I promise you, I'm not really smiling because it's gotten absurd at this point. I don't even know what to think. The Iowa Democratic Party released results after we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. They released results that got us up to 85% of results. Then all of a sudden, they said they had to pull the results because there were discrepancies. Oh my God, what is going on here? Let's take a look at what they said before I get into what I think about it. There will be a minor, so this is at Iowa Democrats, this is the Iowa Democratic Party. There will be a minor correction to the last batch of results, and we will be pushing an update momentarily. What? What? You're telling me it's here 2 days after the Iowa caucuses. You've had 2 days to report these results that usually take about an hour to report. So normally, in past years, we would have had results pretty much right away on the night of the caucuses. Here we are 2 days later. And not only are you slow trickling these results, but you're screwing them up in a really, really shady way. And I'm trying not to curse because I don't want us to get demonetized on this channel. But what the bleep is happening? I can't deal with this. So here we have someone pointing out that the IDP, the Iowa Democratic Party, is now reporting the vote totals. This was before the IDP pulled the latest batch or whatever, before they released that tweet that I just showed you. So this is why. So at LibCrusher on Twitter pointed out the IDP is now reporting vote totals from Black Hawk County that are at odds with what Black Hawk County themselves have reported. And we actually reported in a previous video on the fact that Black Hawk County released results themselves because they had no idea what was going on or why these results were slow trickling out, why the IDP wasn't just releasing the results. So the Black Hawk County had released their results, and the IDP's results were different. But it gets weirder and weirder and weirder. Just, I can't even. So this is Nate Cohn, who, let me make sure, I believe he's with the New York Times. Sorry, I should have double checked that, trying to do so many things to get this news out to you. Yes, so he's a writer for the New York Times. And so once the IDP results were released, the ones that had to be pulled, he said, I have some questions about the reliability of these results. Gonna delete initial tweet. I think there are some errors in the new precincts in the latest batch. It seems the new results have entered many likely Sanders results in Polk County as Deval, Patrick, or Steyer. So not only do we have the discrepancies with Black Hawk County, but discrepancies with Polk County. And not only were there, some discrepancies that the IDP painted as minor, but apparently they gave Sanders supporters to Steyer and Deval. What? How is that even possible? If you're double, they tell you in school in your math test, double check your work. Don't turn it in until it's double checked. This is beyond incompetence. This is bizarre. We've connected all the dots here for you on Status Coup. We've talked about the people that are behind the Iowa Democratic Party. We've talked about the shady app. We've talked about the Hillary Clinton ties, the Pete Buttigieg ties. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. This is beyond incompetence. This is beyond, oh, we're just trying to do a good job. Poor us. We're so tired. No, this is not okay. Let's see what else Nate had to say. Patrick, you'll note, is up to 21 state delegate equivalents, and that covers most of Buttigieg's expanded lead in my initial tweet, which he deleted. I suspect they'll fix this pretty quickly, which I guess they did. I mean, they did release new results. Who knows if it's fixed? Because I want to point out that even through our reporting, we've been saying, there's a paper trail. The results are there. They collected the results along the way, and the precincts and the counties turned in those results. So it's going to take some time, and Pete's stealing the media narrative right now of winning, and he's declaring victory even though the results aren't in. But at least, you know, at least we'll eventually get the correct results, right? Well, I don't know anymore. I just don't know. Because they've released these results incorrectly. They've given votes to other candidates that were Bernie's votes. I mean, what a coincidence. If you're going to screw up people's votes, you may as well be screwing up Bernie's votes, right? Seems a little too coincidental, right? I can't. I need to take some deep breaths here. So then Nate tweeted, updated results from the Iowa Democratic Party appear to show this issue remedied. Buttigieg lead at 24 state delegate equivalents, down from 28 at their last proper update, and down from 48. That's a giant, giant error. 28 to 48. What the hell? At 85% reporting in, still looking, but obvious errors gone. Sanders back in Des Moines, Waterloo, etc. Oh, gosh. So, Jordan pointed out in a tweet, when Pete Buttigieg complained to Des Moines Register about one person polled without Pete as a choice, the poll was canceled. But when the Iowa Democratic Party, which is under the DNC, literally gives Bernie Sanders voters to Deval, Patrick, and Tom Steyer, it's just a glitch. All fixed. Just all fixed. It's all better. And that's a great point. They spiked the most important poll right before the Iowa caucuses because Pete complained, because Pete was left off of reportedly one respondent's questionnaire of who that person was going to vote for. Poll spiked. And that poll was later leaked and released, and by 5:38, and it turns out Bernie was in the lead. So imagine that. Imagine why that poll was spiked. And now we have all of these errors, all of these problems that all work in Pete Buttigieg's favor. Now we have votes literally taken and reported incorrectly as not belonging to Bernie when they did. Again, and I can't say it enough, this is not just incompetence. This is not just, oh, poor us, you know, we're working hard over here in Iowa. There's something shady going on. And a lot of expletives that I can't say on air or we'll get demonetized. So let's take a look at what the latest results are. So now we have 86% of precincts reporting. Apparently these are the correct results, but I don't trust a thing now. Nothing at all. And why would I? Buttigieg leads Sanders by 1.3 percentage points. Again, that is just leading in state delegate equivalents. Bernie is still leading in the popular vote. But first, let's go over the SDEs. So Pete has 512, which is 26.7%. Bernie has 488, which is 25.4%. But importantly, you can't declare yourself the winner based on this. The state delegate equivalents are just a step on the way to the pledged delegates, the step between the popular vote and the pledged delegates that go on to convention. So they are tied in pledged delegates. And I'm sorry if I sound angry and frustrated. It's because I am. But I love you guys, the viewers. So we have down here Bernie winning the popular vote at 37,989. And at the final vote, he gained additional votes and got 39,954. Mayor Pete, got 33,687 votes, which is 21.6%, and then he went up to 39,006 votes, which is 25.5%. So Bernie is clearly leading in the popular vote. He's leading in the actual vote. He is not leading in the SDEs. It's tied with the delegates. Here we have New York Times forecast. Who will win Iowa? They have Pete at very likely win, 95% likely, and Bernie at barely possible at 2%, and nobody else even registering really. This is disappointing, not only because I'm very clear that I'm a Bernie Sanders supporter. This is disappointing because none of it seems right. You know, people have to have confidence in your process, and there's no way that anybody could possibly have any confidence in this process at all. I don't know where we go from here, but I hope Bernie fights back. This isn't right. Bernie needs to release his internal data, which they have. Bernie, I think, needs to sue. Bernie needs to fight, because it's going to get worse from here. They're doing this boldly and blatantly to steal the election, and that's not a conspiracy theory. Last but not least, before I sign off for now, we have one Bernie Sanders staffer, Bill Neidert, saying our Des Moines efforts were centered on turning out Latino, Black, and Muslim voters. This is disturbing, to say the least, the fact that the results were entered incorrectly. So that's at least one Bernie person who we have seen respond to this. We'll keep an eye out for more. We will definitely be keeping our eye out on all the shenanigans, all the results. We will be reporting you as often as we can. We appreciate you and your support. I don't know what to say. I'm as frustrated as you are. It doesn't make any sense. And they're trying to steal the election. That's what the facts show. I'm a journalist. I report on the facts. So whatever your role is, if you're an activist, if you're a Bernie supporter, if you're just a person who believes in democracy, do what you can to make things right, to show them that we're not going to let our democracy slip through our fingers. We're going to fight back. So please support our reporting. We're going to keep going no matter what. We're going to keep reporting on Iowa. Jordan's going to be on the ground in New Hampshire soon. Please, please support us. You can donate to us. We are totally relying on grassroots support. You can go to paypal.me/status coup, the website link there. Donate at any amount. Please join as a member of Status Coup for as low as $5 a month. Go to statuscoup.com/join and become a member. Get lots of great behind-the-scenes content. We'll keep updating you. Keep fighting. Bye-bye.